Well, hello there, folks. Welcome to another episode of Cabin Adventures. Back at the Whispering Pines, finally, after a few weeks, months, I guess, on hiatus here. We're back. We're going to enjoy a fantastic weekend. As you guys can see here, absolutely stunning weather we have. Honestly, it's chilly. It is quite chilly, and it's going to be chilly this entire weekend. What we'll be up to, we don't know yet. We'll stay tuned and catch you guys out there. Okay, come on, let's go. Well, as I had mentioned, it is quite chilly, so it's about minus 7 degrees, but it feels about minus 14 with the wind chill right now. We're just walking out. Travis is making his way with the snowmobile with all of the equipment for the weekend, and Thor and I are just walking out. Well, we made it. As I had mentioned, a wee bit chilly, but we're making the best of it back here. It's a lot less windier, a lot nicer back here at the cabin, where it's a little bit sheltered, a little bit out of the element, but can't get much better than this. It's a real winter wonderland out here. The wild Thor on his hunt. So we sat over there by the fire for a wee bit, and we're gonna head inside shortly and start making dinner. But what we're going to have now is a nice drink by the fire for a little bit longer, since it's not that windy. Things have really calmed down back here. Honestly, the wind has completely stopped at this point in time, and yeah, so the goal for tonight is to make some burgers. We're gonna make some burgers on the old barbecue, and then of course bacon on the side and some onions and all of the dressings. So that's the game plan. Let's see whether we can catch Thor here. Poking on in. Yeah, so it's about minus 11 right now, and it's honestly minus 11 because there's absolutely zero wind whatsoever. But yeah, so what we're going to do next is just head on inside, grab another drink, and cozy on up by that fire. So what we're doing now here is jacking this bad boy up for the evening, making sure that the tracks do not touch the ground. There we go. Just a wee bit off the air here, and she should be good to go for the evening. Well, it is right now about 7 o'clock. This guy has been at it for about 2 hours at this point in time, and he's still going. He is still going. That's Thor for you. He's a pig and poop out here. So yeah, so our time out here is winding down. Slowly but surely, we're gonna make our way inside and start making some burgers. Well, sort of. We're gonna make the burgers on the barbecue and the bacon inside here. But I think we'll take the bacon low and slow, warm up a wee bit, and then come on back outside to start them burgers. Folks, that is not 1 pound of bacon, but 2. Cooking away. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to use half of the bacon today for the burgers and half of them for breakfast tomorrow, making our lives a little bit easier. So a day before we actually came here, we had some wild temperatures here. So basically, the day before we had a temperature of plus 10 degrees. It melted everything off, and then the temperatures began to drop very, very quickly. And that turned into freezing rain at 4 o'clock. And basically from 4 o'clock to 5, we had a boatload of freezing rain. And as you guys can see here, there's still remnants of it on the barbecue. Now after that, we had a dumping of 15 centimeters. And regardless whether it was here at the Hatka or whatever, wherever, each location got quite a bit of freezing rain. Fortunately, it's not substantial, but at the same time, everywhere we walk tomorrow, we'll have that crustacean of freezing rain on top of the old snow. So we'll see how we make it out wherever we walk to, today or tomorrow. I think it is cheese o'clock. 3. Well, the cheese is coming on here. Some classic American cheese first, and then we'll put the old shredded on there. A little piece there. A little piece there. A little piece there. A little piece there. Oh, look at this, folks. The finished product. The piece de resistance, as Travis called it.
You taking a picture of these?
Well, it's tough to explain how you feel after a meal like that. Definitely sluggish, that is for certain. Time to digest.
Good morning, folks. Gorgeous morning. That is for certain. We, after dinner last night, we just kind of zonked out on the couches, and then we quickly made it to bed, but it was nice and toasty in there. We ran out of fuel on the propane stove, so we kept the wood stove going the entire night. That wasn't really a problem. What we're gonna do now is head back inside and make some coffee. So I ended up crawling back into bed here for a wee bit. Honestly, it was just that kind of morning. It's basically, as you can see here, windy as hell. Basically, they're predicting 70 to 80 kilometer wind gusts, which obviously creates blowing snow all over the place. So as you folks can see out on the lake, it's just completely a whiteout. Hopefully we'll make it out there. As I had mentioned, we went back to bed, so we haven't had coffee. But I think it's that time of the day. You found some sort of stick. This guy went from napping to full-on stick fetching. It's normal. So the weather out here has taken a turn. The snow is coming down softly here, but out on the lake, as you can see, you can barely see the lake. It's coming down so hard. So it's blowing all over the place. It's windy like hell out here. We're gonna head inside and make some grilled cheese sandwiches and some soup. Just an absolute classic. just making a trail out onto the lake. So I took the snowmobile out on the lake here. As you guys can see, it's pretty dusty out there. But what we're doing is just building a trail going back and forth, so we're able to walk out here if the winds calm down. Well, Mr. Thor, what you thinking? Enough outside for a little bit? Goodbye, Tyler. Thanks for joining us for a little wee bit.
Bye, everyone. Bye, Ty.
Well, after several hours of throwing objects that will rename unsaid, time to chill inside. But hopefully, next time we go out there, we'll take a gander at the trails that Mr. Schiller has developed today, because that is some modern day bulldozing. We got a little fire here going just in case we want to come out here later. But I wanted to come out here while we're cooking inside here just to show you guys these paths. So this was all trenched by him, about 40 centimeters back here, just running back and forth the entire day. And he's still raring to go. As the sun begins to set, time for us to start making dinner. So for tonight, we have some pre-made potatoes, courtesy of the old T-Dog. And we will be having some sausages and a little bit of gravy.
Also recently released a very
Slowly coming along. So basically what we've been doing is marinating these sausages in beer over on the wood stove. Now we butterflied them and we're just split them into half, getting a nice little sear on them before we put them on the plate. So we decided to skip out on the gravy for obvious reasons. That'll send you into food coma. We're gonna sit inside here for a little bit longer, and then maybe perhaps in the next half hour or so, head on outside for a minute, see what it's like, get a feel. If not, we'll head back inside. And if it's nice out there, we'll stick around. We'll see. We'll see what the weather has in store for us in a little bit. So before I head inside, I do want to show you folks how Mr. Moon is shining us. It is quite bright out here. Well, with the bed already made, we're gonna head back inside here and bundle up, because she's a frosty one. Well, as we get on bulb notes here, we stuck around the fire for a wee bit, but honestly, it is too brutally cold to be out there for a prolonged period of time. So we made it back inside, and we're gonna hunker down for the rest of the night and just chill and enjoy at least the wood stove in here, and basically call it a night in the foreseeable future. Welcome to another day in our winter wonderland. The winds really haven't calmed down. I think we might have been lied to when it comes to our nice day that we had in store for us. Hopefully that changes. Things start to calm down out there and we can do some exploring.
Cleaning off some of that residual snow that's been kind of falling off the trees and has fallen from the sky for the past 24 to 48 hours. Some downed trees on the trail. So this is the trail that we usually ATV or snowmobile in, but as you can see, the weight of the freezing rain, the snow, and the frozen ice has kind of put a lot of weight on these trees, which they're making it pushed over. But in some scenarios, like we saw back there, they're just completely down.
The trail goes like, holy.
The unrecognizable Travis Corner. Well, from bushcraft location, I don't think we are. That wind is quite brutal. We're gonna head out here to do some fishing, but unfortunately, I think the wind would get to us way too quickly. The wind is staying persistent, that's for sure. No question about that. Well, from frigid winds to beautiful sunny weather, we've certainly seen our fair share of different weather patterns throughout our time here this weekend. This has not changed one bit.
Just taking a quick trip out to the car before sunset. Make our lives a little easier in the morning.
So we are back at the cabin. Nothing to really report to as far as the car situation. I mean, obviously the wind has blown some snow on top of it. Around it, it's actually, there's no snow whatsoever, which isn't too bad. No snow on the car whatsoever, so that's kind of nice because the wind has been literally blowing it off, which is impressive. But yeah, so now what we're going to do, just sit by the fire for a wee bit. And after that, we're going to start making some meatloaf, potatoes and gravy tonight, and that cucumber salad as we had last night. So going to be some pretty tasty stuff going on over here. But as you can see, beauty of a sunset. Like, it's windy. Oh, am I going to say it's not windy? No, it's definitely windy. But generally speaking, the temperature is not bad at all. I think it's like hovering at 0 degrees. So with the wind, it's making me feel like -7. So not too bad at all. Time to relax. So we decided to head on out to the bushcraft location for the last time to set up the game cams or whatnot. But it's certainly a very different temperature back here than it is at the Whispering Pines. At the Whispering Pines, we still have lots of howls. The wind's still howling a wee bit. Probably say 20, well, they were saying that it's 20-25 kilometer per hour winds at this point in time compared to the 50 plus that we had yesterday. Welcome to the bushcraft location.
So unfortunately, the winds have picked up yet again. We are gonna head inside in a wee bit and just actually chill inside, warm up, and start cooking. But I'm staying optimistic. I think that by 7:30, 8 o'clock, it'll get dark and the winds will stop, and we'll be able to sit out here comfortably. But till then, it's time to head indoors. Well, with my heavy optimism, before we head inside, let's load her up, and hopefully she's still going when we get back here. And the taters once again on the wood stove. The piece de resistance slowly coming along over there. Well, you got the Jenny going in here. Certainly making things a lot brighter. Just an update, we got the gravy going on here. And of course, this guy is still coming on real nice. Just the last couple minutes left on him. Slowly but surely. It doesn't look too bad at all. I keep calling the meatloaf the piece de resistance, but clearly beauty. I guess I was right all along. We did make it out here. It is actually very, very nice temperature out here. So it's about 2 degrees right now. Feels like -4. Still windy though. Definitely windy. Probably hear the wind howl in the background, but yeah, we're gonna sit out here for a little bit, and then we're gonna head back inside and start doing the shutdown routine of vacuuming and wiping everything down. It's neat seeing how the fire has actually burned a perimeter through the snow. Glacier walls. It's quite impressive how high you sit when you're sitting right there. But unfortunately right now, the wind is coming from the lake. And if you sit over there, you very easily get smoked out. Well, the inevitable day has come. It's backup day. Time to start moving everything to the trailer here slowly but surely and making our way out of here. Another overcast day though. Ciao! Well, a wee bit sweaty after that hike back. It's time for us to hit the dusty trail and head on home. Thanks for joining, folks. We'll see you on the next adventure.